Your Colorado tax refund check should be in the mail unless, that is, someone changed your address.
Well, Contact Denver 7 is learning that this type of fraud is targeting Coloradans more often now. And consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen is asking what's being done to protect your mail.
When Steve Shelley was searching his mailbox for a Colorado tax rebate check,
this is the change of address validation.
Instead, this Denver resident found a letter he wasn't expecting.
Did this immediately set off red flags?
Really big red flags.
A change of address notification from the U.S. Postal Service. Now, Steve has no plans to move, but documents show someone filed a temporary change of address in his name to an address in Columbus, Ohio.
So for 5 or 6 days, my mail was being forwarded before I even got the validation.
Is the change of address system working?
Well, I would say for the person in Ohio that wants my mail, it worked, but not for me. Okay.
Contact Denver 7 did some digging and found a recent report showing change of address fraud increased 167% from 2020 to 2021.
Indicating that I had changed the address, but I hadn't.
In fact, we found similar stories.
I was like, oh my God. I said, how did he do that?
All across the country, and Coloradans may be particularly at risk.
So it's no surprise to postal inspectors that scammers would try and attempt this right now with the influx of the TABOR checks going into the mail.
Postal Inspector Eric Manuel says this type of fraud is rare. To put it in context, he says 37 million change of addresses were processed in 2019, and suspicious transactions made up less than 0.1%.
The mail is still the most secure way to send your personal information. Certainly when these issues get highlighted, we all concern about that because we have that expectation of privacy in our mail.
So do you think there will be changes to the system after this?
Well, I think this case highlights an opportunity for the Postal Inspection Service to point out some issues with the change of address system.
This is the Capital One debit card.
Steve was able to get his tax refund check, and after Contact Denver 7 started making calls, he also started getting his mail once again, including a fraudulent bank account in his name. He believes the crooks opened it to deposit his tax rebate.
What do you think the Postal Service needs to hear?
They need a verification process, whether it's your driver's license or a credit card or something that verifies that I am who I am and I want my address changed.
For Contact Denver 7, I'm Jacqueline Allen.